gotta live above the influence. Okay, fellas.
Above it.
I like living in the influence.
Above it is crazy.
Dang, somebody said this why Boston never gonna be.
Wow. But are they wrong? But anyway, CWTFP Radio, man. You know who I am. Charlie Machine. Alongside my Choco Bliss sis. Honey Kiss. Never miss my good sis. Big Bell from a big block. Come on. Twin Glocks. And Big Bro. Big Fifth. A.K.A. Damn Rick.
What up, baby?
In the building. I'm sorry to just
Yeah.
you know what I mean, do that over here. But we in the garage. God damn it. We in the media lab. At the sound lab to be exact, man.
So much.
Man, first thing we gonna do is start off with a mix. Let's get it, baby. Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers for a couple of hours.
I heard it.
Such a beautiful day. Come on. What y'all know about this?
I dream of you amid the flowers for a couple of hours.
Such a beautiful day.
I dream of
The Saxons done took over. Wow.
always serve with the stream flowing by.
Wow. What you know about this, Bells? You know nothing. Let's go. Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers for a couple of hours. Such a beautiful day. Hey, Miss Jill Scott, Lupe Fiasco, he's a skateboarding ass nigga. But we in here, Media Lab, let's go.
This is a vibe from behind my giant robot's eyes. I keep him happy cause I might fall out if he cries. Scared of heights so I might pass out if he flies. Keep him on autopilot cause I can't drive.
You know where we at.
The one I tell my homies they can't ride.
Media
Unless
Lab.
I'm sitting on the shoulders, but that's way too
Sound
high.
Lab ting.
Let's try not to step on the children. The
Mellow
news cameras
Pierre
film
behind the
me
lenses.
smoking. Project building, now that's hoes selling hoes like right around the toes. And the crackheads beg and about the lower leg. There's crooked police that station.
What you reading, Bell?
And they do drive-bys like up and down the thighs. And there's a car
don't
chase going on at the waist. Keep a vest on my chest. I'm sitting in my room as I'm looking out the face. Something to write about.
So about to get us going right now, man. Let's go.
In the White House,
And now I'm
just
daydreaming. Come on. Everybody know this one. Bells, don't play with me right now, Bells. Don't play with me right now, Bells.
Spells don't know this one either.
This is.
What is
Yeah.
You know this.
As I walk through.
It's a legend. It's a legend right here, though.
Been spending most of their lives living in a pastime.
Paradise. Hey, who's that? Who's singing right now, Bells?
I want to say
It's the only blind nigga who can see. The only blind nigga who can see.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Let's go.
Say it.
Let's go.
Stevie, I wonder if you can see.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my eye and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know it's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and when you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. This is one of my first rap songs I ever fucking memorized as a little nigga. Like on my knees in my life, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Hey, been spending most of our lives. Come on, Bell.
Paradise.
Hey.
When you're with the only.
Living in the gangster's paradise. Come on, Stevie. Come on, Stevie. Hey, you ain't never heard this one right here. It's CWTMB exclusive. Come on. They got me facing. I can never live my life. I was raised by the street, so I gotta
Be down with the hood thing. Television watching.
Got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind.
Got my
Come
tan
on.
in my head and the gleam in my eye. I'm a looked out gangster set tripping.
Come on,
man.
come on,
And
Fifth.
my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger.
Death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23,
But I live to see
24 the way shit is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we heard are you and me? Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Come on, let's go. Hey, let's go. CWTV Radio, let's go. Hey, come on. You know, the whole theme this week was cinematic music for me. It was all about shit that feels like a movie. And all these records feel like a movie.
Check out my gravity.
Oh.
All the stuff
Hey, oh.
Tang is a seed that I tried.
Hey,
Oh, well, that's so great if you can't have it.
as we go.
Holocaust from the land of the lost. Behold the pale horse, or cook. Follow me, Wu-Tang gotta be the best things in starts and Clark Wallabies. African killer bees, Black Watch. On your radio, blowing out your watch.
Let's go.
From Park Hill, the house on Haunted Hill. Every time you walk by, your back hit a chill.
Hey.
Let's build, we want to talk about
Wu-Tang was so crazy. I'm surprised I haven't sampled this shit earlier.
Baby, play me, baby, fall down, go boom. Party people gather round, count
It's
down.
one of my
to
favorite
apocalypse.
Wu-Tang shit. Grab it, Bill, let's go.
I'm the kid with the golden arms. And I'm the motherfucking hot nicks. Pass the blunt. My nigga don't front. You had it for a minute, but it seemed like a month. Now I'm choking, smoking, hoping I don't croaking from overdosing. Hey kid, walk straight past the eye. When the mouth got you open, let's ride.
Let's go.
Can't stand niggas that floss too much. Can't stand Bentleys, they cost too much.
Hey.
Kid wanna get up, then kid get touched.
Hey.
Kid wanna stick up, then kid get stuck. I'm the one that called you bluff when your boys try to act tough. Remember what old Dirty said?
I'll fuck your ass up.
Check out my gravity.
Let's go.
All the story unraveled.
As we go.
Tang is a seed that I tried.
It's a wavy dance right here. We wavy with it. Hey, let's go. This is the most recent cinematic shit. Shout out to the Middle East. I know niggas don't like Iran right now, but I ran to Iraq, you heard?
I beg your pardon.
Hey, look. They might be saying death to America right now. I don't know. I don't speak it. But all I know is
When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated.
so be it, so be it.
It's something to meet you.
Hey.
Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it.
Wow.
Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret,
So be it, so be it. Come on.
Smoke. So be it, so be it.
I wish I could play the violin, nigga. God damn. So be it, so be it.
SCFB, A-Ball LV. I can show you how to bust a brick if you let me.
Uh-huh.
I'm on a gram like confetti. Switch is ready.
Yeah.
She leaning on Celine.
I can't wait for this Clips album to drop.
Buck 50 like each
Fire.
Pirelli. I got 8 of them, call me Andretti. If I'm not in the telly, selling the Yeti. Then I'm twirling your bitch like she in spaghetti.
Yeah.
Heavy. Circle back and come and get this Kelly. And your ears too, if you want 'em blue like Belly. Lot of jetting, Prada betting, 911s. I'm the who's who with what's what. Papa heaven. Fuck around and get your body traced trying to test me. Cause niggas that I'm with like to draw when it's sketchy. If they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me. Buy a dog tag the same place that they would get me. Ski.
Let's go. So be it, so be it. like the Soviet.
So be it. You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice.
Nope.
Been quiet, ain't riot, you ain't Paris.
Nope.
Blow money, you owe money, we ain't valid. You ain't believe, God did, you ain't Cali.
Oh.
All black, back to back, this ain't traffic.
Yo.
Can't wrap your head round that, you ain't Arab. Y'all tweet, bird talk, we all parrots. Lone Star, cross the border, we like Dallas. 21, gun salute, we been savage. Tag 'em up, add 'em up, them niggas average.
Let's go.
Fly 'em in, fly 'em out, only the baddest. If I had her, then
And you had it, she never mattered. Come on.
Stars on my roof, they all scattered. Ain't no more Neptune, so be savage. Off the first re-up, they re-up. It's a pattern, like middlemen, they killing them. You know what happened.
Ooh, bro, bring the violence in, nigga. From the Middle East to USA, nigga. So be it, so be
Cried in
it.
front of me, you
Died in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
Nigga.
Her utopia had moved right up the street.
Wow.
And her lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat.
Nope.
The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video I can share in AE.
Wow.
They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it.
So be it, nigga. So be it, so be it. Let's go. CWTFB Radio, man. We in here.
So be it.
Episode 270. We in the media lab at the motherfucking sound lab. God damn. I can't even speak. That record spoke volumes to me. I'm just saying, nigga. So be it. So be it.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling, man?
Good.
Yeah.
Good, real good.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excellent. You know, I feel good. I feel good. I
Are
feel
you
good.
ever gonna get over the garage? The garage is like
You know
the one
what
that
it
got
is?
away.
You know what it is? You know what it is? The garage, like, this is the garage.
Yeah,
Shit make
yeah,
any
yeah.
sense. But, like, I can't stop. It's right fucking behind us. Oh, it's not right, not today. But it usually is behind us.
Yeah, it actually
You know what I
is.
mean? So, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I mean, be careful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, Brother Rick, man, what's up, baby? How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
man?
It's
Good,
been a few
man. You
months.
know, yeah, it's been a few days, weeks.
Weeks?
You
Yeah,
know,
weeks.
you know, I like to make my appearances sparingly, keep the people guessing. You know,
Yeah.
but I've been good, man. You know,
I like that. I like that. I'm glad you well, man.
thank you, man.
But let's jump into this sponsors, man. As always, sponsored by the Sound Lab. That is at 60 Skinner Street in Brockton, Mass. That's the rear entrance, man. Come in here for all your audio
Pause.
recording needs. Yeah. Come on, man. Pause.
crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Good
Pause.
catch, bro.
Yeah, pause.
That was crazy.
Pause.
That was
But you know what I mean. But anyway.
the back of the building.
The alternate
Back of the
entrance.
Come here for all your audio recording needs, whether it be music, whether it be audio recording, just like, you know, vocals and things of that nature, because I like to do vocal work and things of that nature. Pause. Also, you know, vocal coaching. Like if you're an artist, if you're a singer and you need somebody to guide you in the right direction on how to use, you know, your voice and things of that nature, we have people here for that, man. Whether it be engineering, whether it be production, whether it be photography, whether it be videography, whether it be a plethora of different services that we have here. We have state-of-the-art equipment here. We have 3 rooms, the altitude room, right? The elevation room and the summit room. Come on, I got it right. We got Samba in here, Devo the Genius in here, D Melodaro in here. We got Cam in here. We got One Take Jake in here. We got Nicole De Silva in here. We got my man Mello whenever he want to pop up. Mello, hello. Yeah, I mean, we got all types of motherfuckers in here, all types of talented people who will actually help you bring your vision into fruition, right? The Sound Lab, 60 Skinner Street. Sound Lab is the cheat code. Don't play yourself. Come on, man. SoundLabMA.com. SoundLabMA.com. Shout out to our other sponsor, man. My man Boston's Hairflow over there at the Temple of Groom. 2 locations. One in Cambridge, that's on Mass Ave. Another one in the Fenway area, that's on Calm Ave, man. If you want to go there for a luxury haircut experience, that's my guy. Holla at my man Boston's Hair Flow. His name is Ruben Mejia. If you want to book with Ruben, he gonna get you right, man. I'm talking about real close fades. I've been wearing hats a lot these past few weeks, but that's because I'm growing my hair out. Has nothing to do with him. He's still getting me right. You know what I mean? My mustache looking high. You know what I mean? Whatever, things of that nature. You know what I mean? He got me looking good, but like, I'm waiting for my hair to grow back out the way it was before. But needless to say, a really nice and luxury experience. And if you were you know what I mean, if you were a regular and you come over and you tip well, he might bust out the blue label, little McAllen 18, things of that nature. I know school just ended, but if your little ones are on honor roll, they get free haircuts. I want you to remember that. That doesn't go for you grown-ass men that are in college. I don't care if you're on the dean's list. That means nothing. You're going to pay just like everybody else, right?
That's crazy.
But it's the kids. It's for the kids, man. Flo love the kids, man. Shout out my man Boston's Hair Flow over at the Temple of Groom. 2 locations, Boston, Fenway, Coolidge Corner coming soon. We got y'all, man, and we're here. We're here with another week of a lot of bullshit and a lot of insight.
Yo, a lot of enunciation. Good words.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I've been on my what's that gay nigga that's on CNN? What's that nigga name? He got fired.
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
Like when it came to shit like that.
Yeah.
But I just remembered he was gay, and I think his husband was white. Was it Don Lemon? Yeah.
Was it Lemon?
Lennon?
Don Lennon.
Don
Was it Lennon?
Maybe it was Lemon.
I feel like it was Lemon.
Yeah, because
It was
Lennon
Don
is
Lemon.
the
Like Don
Beatles,
Lemon.
right?
Yeah, Don Lemon. Yeah, yeah. He was good. He was
Yeah.
great at his job. He was just fruity.
Oh,
That's all.
that's crazy. I don't know if we.
What? Is that not true? Why do y'all do that? I hate when y'all do that shit. Like, oh, well, that's
Do what?
crazy. Say, fruity is not offensive.
Oh, to be honest with you, I just want to make sure it was Don Lemon.
Yeah, it was lemon.
Yeah, we
like,
have to do our
like the
Googles,
fruit.
you know?
Like the fruit.
Like the...
I'm sorry. Come on.
Too easy.
On.
Too easy.
Come on.
Oh God, that was
But
good.
let's
But
not
anyway, I'm
make
trying to
that
be on
man-
I'm on my broadcaster shit. is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yes, and that.
Do you want me to get on my Undertaker shit?
No, thank
I
you.
can get on my Undertaker shit.
No. This
Cause
was
I can do this voice on it.
This was a great television journalist. Let's not forget that.
No, he's great.
Okay.
I never said he wasn't great.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
tell me about your last 7 days, Bells.
My last 7 days
Yeah,
have been glorious.
yeah,
I woke up every day.
yeah.
I'm here. I just want to be, I want to be good. I want to be great. I want to be amazing at what I do. So, I'm
Want to
still
be Don
learning.
Lemon level?
I want to be Bells.
I like that. That was a good answer.
Good answer, good answer.
Let's clap
The
it up for
only-
Bells, man. Let's clap it up for. Where's my clapping?
Good grief.
Clap it up for.
Live claps.
That was good, brother Rick. How you feel about that?
I think it's exciting, man. You know, I've watched you work hard. You know, I was there in the beginning where you were recording in hotel rooms and fucking apartment lobbies, and
Yeah.
you really grinded it out. And to see this happen, and to see your dream come true, and things that you spoke into existence actually happen.
Right.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
So it just shows your willpower, it shows your drive, and despite all your assholeness, it showed your hard work as well. So
That almost ended well.
no,
That ended exactly the way it's supposed to.
the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know Chiz is an asshole, but
Yeah.
to see this, but this is exciting. I'm happy. I'm proud. There's a lot of people that unfortunately that aren't going to continue this ride with us, but I'm happy that they were a part of this to actually get us here as well.
Yeah.
So
A
shout out
story
to
is
them.
a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stories.
So shout out to everything that's happened before and everything that will happen moving forward.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I take full accountability for every time I've been wrong. I've been wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Like, not even knowing I was wrong a lot of the times. Like, I'm literally editing this shit, and I'm like, damn, I was dead wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I'm just excited to be the guinea pig for this market. You know what I mean? To see what we can actually do with this shit and what that means to everybody else.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because what we can do with this, if there's any success that comes from it, then that it's good for everybody.
Yeah.
Word.
And,
Word.
and I truly believe in our market, man. I truly believe in what's going on. Like, Millie's was on Instagram with Jay-Z today.
Oh, wow.
I mean, shout out my man Mills,
That's
man.
dope.
Tom Brady.
Like,
Oh, wow.
it don't get any bigger than
Yeah,
that.
he's with
The
all
biggest.
He was with all the goats today.
Yeah, he was with, Mark Wahlberg's white ass, Tom Brady white ass. But nobody gives a fuck with those white people he was with. We cared about Jay-Z.
That was big.
I saw Lenny S over there with Jigga. All the other guys who's important around Jigga. That was, you know what I mean? Let's be real. We don't give a fuck about those white guys because we know that he like those white guys like him. Julian Edelman, Tom Brady, Mark Wahlberg. All you Saxons been sucking Millies for years. But if Jigga pulls up on Millies and said, "I've been seeing what you've been doing," that's a big deal. And not discrediting those Saxon boys because I like them. You know what I mean? I like Mark Wahlberg kind of. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of. I like the movies he did. Like, you know what I mean? Like his early shit when he was like, fuck niggas and shit. Like, I don't know about that. But Tom Brady, he was my quarterback for years. For many years. Tom Brady got in the league and looked way more terrible than he looks now. He looks younger now than when he first got in the league.
Yeah.
It goes to show you the power of money. Right? Julian Edelman. We always liked Julian Edelman. Who didn't like Julian Edelman? He's, you know what I mean? Little young Jewish kid, you know what I'm saying? Catching touchdowns from Jesus himself. Ain't that some shit?
Okay. You know what? Enough is
But
enough.
anyway, what I'm saying is this. There's a lot greatness going around the Boston name, the Boston culture. We want to show you the black layer of Boston culture, not the Boston culture that the mainstream media has portrayed. We not from Mark Wahlberg Boston, we from Bobby Brown Boston.
Period.
And now that Bobby Brown is not in mainstream media anymore, this is why CWTFB Radio exists. And we here, and we love y'all, and we gonna make y'all proud, man. That's it.
Word up.
What is that about?
Yeah, I mean,
Why do people think black people do not live in Boston?
it's like Delaware. Do you think there's any niggas in Delaware?
Yes.
Well, I believe there's black people everywhere.
Well, of course
obviously.
there are, but like Delaware?
Yeah.
Delaware?
Like, it's just you hear the name Delaware, and then you hear the name Massachusetts.
Yeah.
The fuck that sound like? A whole bunch of
Actually
Native
sound,
Americans.
I was just going to say, it does sound
It don't
very,
sound like white people,
very,
but the way they portray it,
yeah.
it's always some Saxonians in Red Sox gear getting drunk and getting knocked out.
Let's do this. Insane.
That's not the truth.
No, it kind of is.
It not kinda. It's the fucking truth.
Even like St. Patrick's Day is insane.
Oh my God, I
Like-
love St. Patrick's Day. Because I love getting
Maniacal.
drunk with my Saxon friends. You know why? Because I go to an Irish bar in Norwood, Massachusetts, and I get completely shit-faced with my Saxon friends. And I'm one of the only niggas in there. Shout out my other mans. I ain't going to say your name. You know who you are. You know what I mean? He went to high school with these Saxons. He had it harder than me. You know what I mean? But he a nigga for real. Like, he a whole nigga. And he's like, you don't even understand my pain, bro. Like, you don't understand what I had to endure all these years.
I'm sure.
But we in there getting drunk with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And they cool. They good people.
Yeah.
We just grew up different. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
yeah.
I don't talk about Saxons to say that we don't fuck with Saxons. I talk about Saxons to say that there are differences culturally.
Yes.
That's it.
Of course there are.
And I call them Saxons because it's just a nice word.
This motherfucker.
It sounds good. It don't sound
You
good.
know what?
It sounds way better than white people.
What?
I can say white people, but like Saxons just sounds way
Yeah.
better.
This nigga chooses something else.
And it's actually politically correct. They Anglo-Saxons.
Okay.
If you look
Now-
at their bloodlines and shit like that. But anyway, what else? What are we doing?
Wait,
what we
no,
doing?
because now that we're on the subject, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Anglo-Saxon is a term that is historically used to describe any member of the Germanic people who, from the 5th century CE to the time of the Norman conquest, 1066,
Wow.
inhabited and ruled territories that are today
Is English
part
not a
of
Germanic
England
language?
and Wales, where Charlie's great-great-grandfather is from. What do?
Charlie's great grandfather.
That doesn't matter.
So
Look at me. Look at me. You see
He's
a
actually-
do you see a Saxon or do you see a whole nigga?
I see a nigga that talk like a Saxon from time to time.
You might
Boston.
have a real life.
For instance,
You have a great tan.
when I say words like for instance, that's my Saxonian coming out. But it doesn't matter.
How do you feel about Saxons being invited to the cookout?
Just come by yourself. Like pause. Like, you know what I mean? Like
That's
just show up.
insane, bro.
Just show up. Just show up. Just show up and let the black people do the cooking and grilling.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about like real life.
Now
cookout.
here's the thing. Saxonians know how to grill. They know how to grill.
That's
Like
their
you
jam.
give them a slab of a ribeye,
Right.
those motherfuckers
Give
that get
a
that shit
spatula
right,
and an
nigga.
apron. Yeah.
They can fuck a steak up.
Big facts. Big
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yeah.
Saxons can fuck a steak up. I don't want to hear that well done shit from you niggas. And here's the thing, right? I'm going to go in on niggas. I know Juneteenth was yesterday, but I don't care. Because black people, y'all been eating cow wrong all these years. Like, goddamn. When I had my first medium rare steak, I wanted to call my mother and cuss her the fuck out. I wanted to be like, Mom, you've been lying to me
No.
your whole life. Because, what do you mean, no?
No, because you can't compare Haitian cuisine to
No,
that.
no, it
That's
doesn't
not
matter.
The same thing.
It
We
doesn't
don't.
matter.
We don't.
My mom's grandfather was a whole Brit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? What, you ain't learned nothing from that nigga?
What
You learned to bless you when niggas sneeze. That's it. That's all she learned.
Shush, please.
This dude Charlie is.
But we don't cook steak like that. Nobody's taking a ribeye or a New York strip or a filet mignon and saying, "Let me put this in legume."
It's a shit. Fuck legume, nigga.
Or-
like,
or-
well,
or
no,
even
a
just-
slab of steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but we don't cook that.
We don't have that in our Haitian household.
No.
I understand that, but why do Caribbean people in general overcook their meat? You gonna boil this shit.
Yep.
Then you gonna grill this shit. Then you gonna season it again because you
Yep.
already seasoned it.
Yep.
Throw it in the pot with the vegetables that's been cooking down for an hour and a half.
This is an exaggeration
Right.
of Haitian cuisine.
Okay, 30 minutes. Is it an exaggeration?
It
Bells,
is.
Bells, no Bells,
It
stop,
is.
Bells, stop.
No, you stop.
Bells, you've
You
made
stop.
me
You
legume,
stop
and
right
it's
now.
delicious.
It's actually, yes, it is.
You make really good
Exquisite.
legume. That overcooked beef that you had in your legume,
It was delicious.
it was
tender.
good because
And
you
it wasn't dry.
because you seasoned it like 5 times.
No, it was seasoned one time
Lies. I don't believe you.
overnight. Okay.
Overnight.
Yum.
And
Delicious.
then
Succulent
what did you do
even.
to it after it was seasoned?
Okay, after it was
Boiled it.
seasoned, no, it doesn't get boiled.
You too faded.
That's exactly what happened. You too faded. Because I don't even know how you say
Too
that.
fed.
in
Too fed
English.
means you steam
Yeah.
that bitch, right?
You steam it.
Yeah, you
Like,
steam
it's
that
almost
shit.
like pressure cooking it without
Yeah.
a pressure cooker.
Right.
But
So
okay.
you too faded. That's
Okay.
that's the steam.
Yeah.
That's the steam level, and then what? And then you throw it in the pot. Sizzle that bitch. You char that shit. You know what I mean? You get a little color on that joint.
Okay.
Bells,
Right.
I know the process. You acting like I don't know what it is. I know. Bells, stop it.
I think you're adding extra steps. Though.
There's
That's the
mad
thing to
extra
make your
steps
point.
that I feel like y'all niggas
You
don't
just
want
add
to
an
talk
extra
about.
step to make your point.
You're going to
but-
fade the shit.
Uh-huh.
Then you going you know what I mean? Throw it around in the pot.
Throw it around. Throw it around in the pot. Throw it around in the pot. Okay. And then what? Then the
You want to add a
vegetables.
little millito in that joint? You know what I'm saying? What's millito in English?
Militon is chayote squash.
Some type of squash.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's
It
what
is.
militon
It
is.
doesn't matter.
I actually don't really put militon in my legume.
No?
Because it creates so much
Water.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you see, I know the process, my nigga. Stop playing with me. I know what the fuck is going on.
okay.
What I'm
Land
saying
the plane.
is, right? What I'm saying is, Caribbeans overcook their red meat. They overcook white meat. God damn it! Like they overcook everything.
You know why though?
Why?
Preservation, bro. A lot of these countries, they don't have refrigerators, and the more salt and the more cooked it is, the longer it lasts for the family, and it's easier to reheat.
Yeah, poor people shit. And that's the thing.
Wow.
We need to move away from that because at this point in our lives,
Now we're going outside
no bells,
of
stop.
the boundaries
No bells,
of
stop.
sanity.
No bells. This is what it is. Just like Dominicans love mango, right? That's poor people food. If we're being honest. Like, what is mashed up plantains? Like, it sounds great, but it's poor people food.
So
what
it's mashed
makes
potatoes.
it
then.
poor?
Of course it is. Nobody
what
said
makes
mashed
it
potatoes
poor?
because it's what poor people had to do to survive. They just added a little.
I mean, they did the best they could
Add
with
a
what
little-
they had.
add a little
And
sazon to
the
that.
poor people's food is 99% of the time more delicious, more seasoned, more enjoyable
Seasoned, I'll give you that.
than a lot of your I guess wealthy people's
I'll give you
food.
the seasoned. I'll give you the seasoned. Seasoned is great.
Okay, tell me one dish that you would have over any Haitian dish, any American dish that you would have over any
Steak.
Haitian dish. Over what?
Anything.
Steak over any
I will
Haitian
eat steak
dish?
every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Boy, bye. Yeah. So if you had to choose between steak going and Haitian food going, you would pick for all of Haitian cuisine, all of Caribbean cuisine to go
if I
away.
had to say
and
all
you
of that
just
goes
have,
away, and I have Wagyu. Yeah, I'm picking Wagyu. Absolutely.
You're an unhinged individual.
No, I'm not. I like good shit.
You like
That you could be unhinged and
You
still
hear the
like
second?
good
No,
things.
it's,
Like
it's not being unhinged. It's like I like Wagyu.
I like Wagyu. I like
you
Wagyu.
must.
Yo, Fifth, don't do that shit because you know you like Wagyu too.
Yeah,
Funny
but to
ass nigga.
say that you would
But you're doing that shit
eliminate-
because yeah, our parents is Haitian and all of that. Yeah, it's great.
There's
But-
no way that I would choose to eat steak every day of my life outside of the plethora of options that Caribbean cuisine offers. Are you mad?
You know why we like it? It's comfort food for us.
Damn.
It's comfort food for us.
You're
Is
making
it not?
me so sick right now.
It's comfort food, not poor people food on a lot of the times.
Go away. Next. What's the
I
next?
don't like that y'all do that because y'all don't want to be transparent about what's really going on here. A lot of the time, like think about it, right? Soup pan. You like soup pan?
No.
I do.
That's
Yeah, here we go.
But yo,
Here
soup
we go.
pan, bro, soup
barbaric.
pan will get you.
Here we go.
You eat that?
When I'm sick,
That's
bro,
You see, this
mad
is what I'm talking
barbaric.
about.
You
it's
eat
not
that?
barbaric.
That is
Why
like
you
from
eating
the
that?
like fucking Game of Thrones. They was eating shit like that.
Bro, we're like I don't even.
We don't
know.
even like European cuisine.
Yo,
You
soup
know- you
pan's
know what's
only when you're
crazy?
sick. You eat that just
Yeah,
cause?
no, I eat it when I'm sick. When I'm sick, that's the one thing I like for my mama to
Yeah,
make for
but
me. is
you
soup
eat it on a
pan.
Tuesday too, right?
No, I've never just eaten soup pan. However,
But you
if
say
I
you
am
like
craving it, I will eat it,
That's
whether I'm sick or
wild.
not.
You like pizza
That's
meat?
fine. No, not really.
I feel like you
But
that
I
type of
like
Haitian that would like
greens.
pizza
I
meat,
mean,
nigga.
no, I'm
Who
not.
like
I'm not.
blé?
I'll eat blé now.
You
because
see?
I didn't used
You
to
see?
when I was a
You
child.
like blé?
Blé is
Exactly. Poor
Bro,
people food.
that's not
That's what I'm
poor-
saying.
You know what
blé, You know what
happened?
blé is? Blé is the wheatiest of the wheats, nigga.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
a grain. I don't
it is,
understand what-
no, it's wheat in its purest form.
It's what you give horses.
Okay? Right. They
What?
eat that shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's what you give
Horse
horses.
and
bro.
carriage.
think-
That's not even what Mason Bethel was talking about, nigga. Some other shit. You know what I mean? Poor people food. And look, I'm okay with poor people food. I like poor people food, nigga. I like runny eggs,
I need to
nigga.
ask what poor people food is.
It's a lot of shit that's poor people food, nigga. I made like an egg bowl.
That's
the
a
other day.
majority of food, period. I don't know
like-
if somebody
but what
convinced
I'm-
you
but-
that poor
but you-
people's food, beans and rice, tuna casserole is a poor people's
You told me,
food.
look,
That's your
I
people's
like
food.
sardines, nigga. What I'm saying is
Potatoes,
you
mac
told
and
me-
cheese,
you
it's
told
all
me-
poor people, right?
No, stop. You see, here's the thing. If you give me
here.
an ultimatum on what I'm going to choose, steak versus Haitian food, that a lot of the shit is poor people food, I'm going to get a A1 steak, Wagyu, every single motherfucking time.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So,
Like, that's all I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
you can't take that away from me.
okay, so oxtail, poor people food. Stewed beef, poor
It
people
is.
food.
All of that is poor people.
Stewed chicken, fried chicken.
No, not
all
fried
chicken.
Not fried chicken.
Oh no, that's not poor.
Because you could spice it.
Wait,
up
wait,
with
wait, no,
fried
no,
chicken.
no. According to you, though, fried chicken would be in that
No,
category
but I'm
because
telling you
Wagyu
it's
is not.
But I'm telling you
Right?
it's not. You see, but here's the thing.
Oh.
Haitians make terrible fried chicken, so don't do that.
That's okay.
Haitians
There's more
don't
than
know-
one type
Haitians
of
in
fried
it-
chicken. They're
Haitians
not
in-
making battered fried chicken.
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's
You're
not.
crazy.
You
I
gotta
hate
get out.
Haitian
You
fried
got. You
chicken.
need to leave.
I hate Haitian fried chicken. It's fucking garbage. I've never had no Haitian fried chicken that made me say, boy. My mom started making fried chicken, but she battered that bitch. So I guess it wasn't Haitian fried chicken no more.
Charlie's Black American.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
Yeah,
my-
he's
He
white
wants his shake and
American.
bake chicken. He wants to see his mom fucking in the kitchen
my
shaking
mom
the fucking
added
shit.
some rosemary and batter to her fried chicken, and that shit leveled the game up. And I said, Ma, that's how you fry some fucking
Nah,
chicken.
just give me some ippies. on that
Pasta,
bitch.
poor people food. Fried eggs.
Nah,
any
pasta
egg.
is European.
Bro, I'm looking at the
Europeans
list
can't
of
be poor.
poor people's food.
Oh,
And
you
these
looking
are
at-
all
you
these
Googled
are-
it?
Yeah, because poor people's food, according to you, is everything that we eat besides steak. Potatoes,
Steak's
corn.
not on that list, right?
I don't know. Let me look.
Wagyu's not on that list. I promise you it's not. Nigga, I promise you it's not. You could get some skirt steak. That's not poor people food. I mean, I'm just saying. Listen, man. Like, look, you like what you like, and I like a lot of poor
No,
people
eat
food.
your Wagyu
I like
and
ramen
nothing else.
too.
I will
I like
never.
ramen. You see my ramen.
I
My
know.
ramen be popping. I make good ramen.
But it's not
You know
poor.
what I mean? It
right?
is. It is. That's look. You have to
Because you
understand.
dress it up.
Listen. Here's the thing. When you make statements, you have to understand that a statement is a statement, but it doesn't mean that
It's true.
it does. No, it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy poor people food. I'm just saying that it is poor people food.
Someone convinced you.
That's it. No, it's not about nobody convincing me. It's a fact of life.
This is what I'm.
I like ramen, and I make ramen really well. You take a little bit of sirloin, you slice that bitch, throw that in the ramen. It changes the levels, nigga.
Yo,
I promise you. You know what I'm saying?
there is a topic called extreme poverty meals.
What is that? And what is that?
Ramen, first one on the list.
No, but you see, I get really good
Extreme
ramen.
poverty.
I don't eat that mashu
Extreme.
Extreme.
This is the most diabolical level of
You're not
poverty.
listening to me, my
It's
nigga.
okay.
I shop at Super 88. I get that real. I get all that good
Wow.
shit. I get that good shit. Michelle Wu don't even got the shit I be getting.
All right. So now
She's sucking sex and
I don't
dick,
know
so she
how
don't-
we got here, but I was wondering about how
This nigga about
you
to make
feel
us
about
lose.
inviting white people to the cookout. And what I meant by that is not actually inviting
up.
white people showing up to the
They-
cookout.
they
I'm
just-
talking about when black people see something that white people do that they deem to be incredible because not a lot of white people can do it, or it's something that's deemed cool in our culture. They
There's
say
nothing
he's
that white
invited
people
to the
can do that we can't do better.
listen.
Okay, so here's the thing:
So
white people can't
so-
cook.
so-
Hey, let me tell you. Let me give you a little history lesson. Right? I don't know what year it was. Maybe 1200. I don't know. It was one of them centuries that was well before our time.
Mm-hmm.
You know the conquistadors.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
from Spain.
The Europeans. Europe is a very small plot of land. I want you to understand that. Like, in comparison to a lot of other continents, Europe is tiny. So all them little motherfucking countries in Europe, them niggas was like, hey, we have guns and shit. So them niggas don't got guns. We can go get whatever the fuck we want because we got guns and shit.
Guns.
Which is gangster. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. If I had guns and I knew the rest of the world didn't have guns, I'd be on the same type of time that they was on.
Well,
real shit.
it's in your blood.
Right?
so.
Right? But here's the thing. Why did they leave in the year 1200
Leave
or
to go get
1300?
seasoning?
They left to get herbs and spices. And look it up in any history book if you want. They left to get herbs and spices. So it goes to show you that DNA-wise, genetically, you niggas are born to not cook well. So if your bitch is white, understand that they just suck. And it's not her fault. She's just built like that. You know what I mean? She's not mixed with nothing because her cousin probably fucked her cousin, and that's how she came.
That's what I'm saying.
To, no, look. They wanted to keep the bloodline
I was
pure.
gonna say that is
Like,
yeah,
that's the thing.
That's
especially in those
accurate.
early years. Like, you know, the 3-digit years, and then the 4-digit years came on, and it was like, you know what? We still gonna do this shit. You know what I mean? It's a real thing. I'm not making this up.
It really is though.
Yeah,
You know, the way I'm telling the story might not be exactly the way it happened.
Yeah, no, not
You know what I
even
mean?
close.
Summarize.
But, nigga, they was like, yo, my wife really can't cook for shit. Let's go figure out what else is out here.
They were making.
Imagine that. Imagine you and your 60 closest niggas all felt the same way. Yo, my wife can't cook. Mine neither. Yo,
The
mine
wife,
neither.
their
Yo,
best
mine
dish
neither.
was
Yo, mine neither. Mine neither.
Brickle brackle.
Nigga said, I've been eating shepherd's pie for the last 80 days.
That's sad.
Bro, you know there's something called sauerkraut stew? What?
So,
You know who making that?
all in all, I don't even know how we got on this topic. This is crazy because we're shitting on Saxons right now. Free Karen Reed, but we'll get back to that.
With Saxon cuisine.
Oh my God. Wow. Hold up. Let's get into these ratings, please.
Oh yeah.
Let's get into these ratings.
I forgot we still had that.
Because you know we could do this shit all day about Saxons.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Let's get into these ratings. Red Cups and ratings, man, this week, just like every other week, we got 2 projects that we're going to rate. The first one that we're going to talk about is somebody who I actually met just coming on set. I believe, I don't remember what episode it was, but he came through with somebody's crew that I respect a lot. He had good energy. He was somebody who I was like, you know what? Let's look into bro. And he dropped a project. He sent it to me. I'm talking about my man Summit. He dropped Find a Way. Now, Find a Way is, God damn it.
22 minutes, I know that.
God,
Not long.
yeah, that's eight tracks, 23 minutes. What y'all think?
It was 23?
That's what it says on Apple Music.
It's 22.
You be on
It's 22
Spotify. I
minutes.
don't look. When I see 23. I'm sorry.
That you are. Now, Summit, who is a well-known rapper in Worcester. He's got a cool voice. I feel like he's yelling and whispering at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, right? But there's good balance there. It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to explain his tone, but it's definitely unique.
Yeah, I agree.
As far as the project as a whole, it didn't necessarily move me as far as like the content or anything like that. And that's not to say that it was bad. Sonically, I didn't skip anything. It was a good listen. I guess I couldn't really connect with it.
Why? Because he's white.
I did not know that he was white prior to listening to it, so I was not listening with a biased ear.
Okay.
Let's start
Because
there.
you was just shitting on white people food, so I just.
That's crazy that you just put that on me.
this is-
Like we are not a collective.
like,
It's we
yeah,
until
yeah, I mean,
it's me. That's kind of wild.
I like steak.
But I digress. What I will say is that, to me, in my opinion, I don't think the pen is immaculate, but it's there. And maybe immaculate is a strong word to use, but I don't think that it's quite there to me
Okay.
personally. I feel like it's just enough for his style of music, though. So it works for him. He doesn't actually have to do too much. It doesn't have to be immaculate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Production was really good. And overall, I think it was a decent project. I will say that the production is what kind of held it up for me.
Okay.
Engineering was meant to.
Engineering was good.
Yep.
Very good.
But yeah.
Brother Rick.
So Find a Way by Summit. I like this a lot. The boy can rap. His pen game isn't the strongest. I'm assuming he's a little bit younger. So definitely opportunity for development. What I can say is that the album was extremely cohesive. I
Yes,
like
it
the way
was.
that he started it and ended it with a bang with Comeback Kid. Similar to reaching the top of a mountain. I like the way that he kind of described everything throughout the album. Production, pretty good. Engineering was mint. Again, lyricism, definitely could work on that. And album art, was interested on what this was. I had no idea what it was.
I like the album.
It looks
I like it a lot.
It's a
I
maze.
like. Is it a maze?
It's a maze.
Yeah, Find a Way.
Boom. Even better. See, it went over my head, so I missed that. But I like the message. I like the way you navigated through this album. This is something that I listened to a couple of times to get, a gist of what you had. I listened to your previous projects. This is definitely an improvement. You didn't have too many. You actually didn't have any features on this, whereas on the last one you had OT The Real, which was your only feature. So again, that shows your artist growth, shows that you know that you're an independent artist and you could do it on your own. So continue that. It's appreciated, and look forward to seeing what you got next.
Okay.
I got one thing to say about the maze, right?
Yeah.
Because to me, it's not just a maze. You know, when you were a kid, you used to get those little plastic mazes that were in like a gift bag. Yes.
Yes.
So you had to work extra hard to
Yeah.
like really get it to
Yeah.
get into the middle. So it's different from the kind of maze that you would draw on, where you could kind of find your way easily, and
I got
everything
you.
is everything is steady, uniform. Easy to do, easier to do than that, and yeah, roller coaster versus smooth car ride.
I'll give you this. I like Summit's rap. I don't think his problem is his ability to rap. I think it's the believability behind it.
Okay.
He has this tonality to him that doesn't make me believe him. And it doesn't negate from his ability of rap. Like the skill of rap, he can do very
Yeah.
well. I truly believe that. And I remember glossing over this like a few times and like listening to it. And I'm like, I'm in the car with my wife and we're going somewhere. And I'm like, babe, like, tell me what's missing. Because I feel like something's missing. And she was like, I just don't believe him. And I was like, there you go. I just don't believe him. Like, I don't know what exactly it is about what he's saying that makes me not believe him. I don't know if it's how he's projecting his voice or how he's saying what he's saying, that I was just more like,
Yeah.
I don't believe that you're elite the way that you say you are. And because he says it a lot in his music that I'm the best and I'm this and I'm that. But it just doesn't hit when I hear it. You know what I mean? And like, it doesn't mean that he can't rap, because
Right.
the skill of rap is not to be debated here. He can rap.
Right.
Summit can rap his ass off. But I think, from what I've gathered from this project, is that he'd be a great writer. Right? So lyricism didn't have no problem with me. Like, it was the authenticity
Okay.
that really drove the score down for me.
Okay.
Because I was just like, I don't find it there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe you packaging it in a way where it just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't really have nothing bad to say about this as far as the production went. It was really the authenticity level for me. Lyricism was cool. Like, yeah, he could have rapped better. He could have chose better words and things of that nature. But as far as being a rapper, he can rap.
Yeah.
Like, he can rap. He can.
Yeah, you can.
And he can stick to a topic, too.
Yeah.
He can stick to a topic. So, you know, I liked Evil Eye. I liked Straightforward. I liked Comeback Kid. There was a lot of good albums on here. I mean, good records on this album.
Facts.
I would listen to some of it again.
Yeah.
If he comes back to the drawing board. I just don't want another album like this where I don't feel connected to you as an artist. And I think that's where the authenticity level like dropped for me. Like, cause I was like, damn, like I could listen to this blindfolded. I'm sitting in the dark, whatever. I'm driving down the road. I'm doing whatever. It doesn't matter how, cause I listened to it so many times because I tried to connect with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I tried to. And then I would see his visuals and I'm like, the visuals don't help neither. You know what I mean? And I'm like, cause I want to like it because I met Dog.
Yeah.
And he's a good nigga. Like he's a good dude.
Sure.
Like, you
I'm
know what I mean?
sure.
And I'm like, damn, like I want to like this, bro. But something about the music just didn't feel like it translated to the person that I met versus the music. You know what I mean? So, and also the motherfucking the album. Oh, I'll tell you this much. I like the Maze shit, but that little black dot in the middle was way too big. Cause where the fuck is that shit going? It's not going anywhere. It's not going nowhere. That little black dot's not going nowhere, bro. That little black dot should have been tinier than a bitch, so you could get through a little crevice, so you could go through where you need to go.
That's not good.
No, I'm serious.
It's true.
I'm serious. Like because you brought us to a place where it's like we all been there. We had little tours like that, little mazes.
Maybe it's an iris.
Nigga, what?
Isn't that? You know what's crazy? It looks a lot like the evil eye emoji with a maze worked in.
Could be.
Or is it the
Maybe we're just thinking too hard.
Aryan race?
I mean, to be honest with you, the maze has no entrance
the
or
Aryan
exit.
race eyeball, the blue eye
Oh God.
with the black pupil in the middle. It could be that. It could be that. I don't know, buddy. You're leaving this shit open to interpretation. If you made a little ass black dot, we would have known what the fuck it was. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It might have looked like a motherfucking eyeball. Or it could have been some other mystic shit. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like he's been doing music for a while. I think even no matter how long you've been doing music, there is a possibility to still come into your own, I guess. My bad. Just gonna rewind and
Nah, go ahead.
it doesn't matter how long you've been doing music. I think that there's a possibility for artists can still grow, and sometimes you don't find yourself really in your music for some time, or you find that you're doing things that appease the masses, or like, you know, your audience, like the people who are your fans and what they want and what they feel like they need from you. Sometimes you feel like you have to extend that to them, and sometimes you don't make everything that you necessarily want to. So he might have some stuff in the vote that's a little bit more authentic,
Okay.
you know, to say the
Maybe.
least.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But we're talking about this. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying to you're saying that you would listen to him again. That's what I'm saying.
I would.
Yeah.
I definitely. I'm not counting him out.
Yeah.
As far as being able to give us a solid project
Yeah,
of
yeah.
work, because all in all, it was not a bad project.
No,
I
it
liked
wasn't.
it. I'm just giving my constructive criticism on what I didn't like.
Yeah.
And what I didn't like was my ability to connect with him as
Yeah.
an artist through the music, because I just didn't feel like the way he was delivering what he was saying was authentic to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all. That's it. But all in all, it was a good project, man. Like, it was a great project. We're talking about the rating, man. So, out of 5 red cups, we give my man Summit 4.3 out of 5, man. Come
That's
on,
pretty
man.
solid,
like,
man.
Come on, nigga. That's shit. It's verse joint. I'm just saying, like, the music was good, bro. The music was good. So keep going, keep doing
Still
what you're
clapping.
doing.
I was waiting
You know
for
what I
it to
mean?
go.
Keep creating, my nigga. All right, next project. This one right here. This is my brother right here, man. This is my guy. Somebody who's been on this platform multiple times. Somebody who has had some of the most controversial conversations with myself and others. We talking about my man 100 Round Kato. He dropped God Got the Mixtape. This was supposed to be God Got the Rest, which is the album that's coming soon. But in the meantime, he gave us God Got the Mixtape, which is 20 tracks, 48 minutes. What y'all think?
I think this was a pretty decent project. This is classic Kato. You know, we see the ghost of Ricky Graham make his appearance. Ricky Graham's. We got some, you know, past experience content leading up to present day life and allusion to future expectations. So just a lot of ebbs and flows. I will say that the engineering on here was not consistent throughout.
Right.
I'm not sure if that was intentional because
You can blame it on Dallas Rose. It's fine.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not sure if that was intentional because it's being touted as a mixtape, which historically has less of a polished sound, but I do still feel like the engineering kind of missed the mark on some of the records. So uniformity in that, you know, aspect was off for me. I wondered if some of the records were
Blame
like,
it on the white man.
I wonder if some of the records that were on there. I mean, not I wonder. I know that some of the records that were on there were older records, or there were things that were pulled from older records and were incorporated here. So maybe that contributed also. But other than that, some of my favorite tracks on there was Shooter featuring Side Street.
Let's go.
That's probably my favorite, especially when it comes to the production on that record
My shooter.
and the cadence and the whole back and forth aspect of the song. You know, I like that. The conversational, like,
Yep.
you know. Then Zoe J. Simpson. What is going
J.
on?
Simpson was fire.
Zoe J. Simpson was fire. If not my favorite record on the entire project. Yeah, I think it's my favorite on the entire project. Just because, I mean, just like with Shooter, both records have that beat switch up that happens. But on Zoe J. Simpson, there was actually 2 very significant switch ups on there. And part of it, like, kind of. Yeah. And it's like,
black like tu sais. Yeah, that shit was hard.
yeah. So, like, the switch ups, the first switch up, it kind of signified that, like, high point where the energy kind of switched up on there. And then at the end, he did, like, this carnival / drill beat thing. And I was like, that's fire.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all noticed what he incorporated at the end of that song.
What you incorporate?
The freestyle from one of the episodes. Yeah. When he, you know, rapped 1,000,000 bars.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
episode.
That's the bar that I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Haitian Pablo was an interesting record. Dude did a compa cocaine rap song. And I don't know if that's like what you would even call it.
Shout out my man Ezzy Guapo, man, Don Deezy, man.
And that song wasn't a bad song, but the engineering on there was a little wonky
hard.
too.
It was hard.
Don't Be Cruel featuring Sholey. Brick,
ass.
With Brick White featuring Tega.
Yup, Tega.
I was happy to hear Tega on there. I was like,
I think that was my favorite record.
Yeah.
Brick White with the Tega.
Yeah.
Man.
So
my man Tega. Shout out Tega.
Yeah. Other than that, like, yeah, it was a It was a good project, and that's really all I gotta say.
Brother Rick.
My bad. What you looking at me for?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
I
being
said that's
kind.
all I had to say. That was the cue.
Oh.
Why you all in my business?
This shit was just fading out. But Brother Rick.
Why y'all
So
the haters?
100 Round Kato. I would have loved to be part of that interview. I missed it, and Chiz didn't invite us, but whatever.
Here we go.
Nah, this was solid, man. I definitely enjoyed this. I loved the production.
Oh, production was bananas.
My man, you obviously know you can rap, so rapping is not an issue. You have a lot of content. You got a lot of information to give to your audience. I like that you're giving a lot of your life lessons in this, and you're also talking about just what you're going through. I think that's important, especially as we evolve as men, as fathers, as husbands. And to hear that in your music is quite refreshing. Zoe Simpson, one of my favorite songs. Absolutely great. Production was great. It just goes with just your aesthetic. I saw the aesthetic where you had the video originally shot for that. So for it to make the mixtape was really good. Ghost of Ricky Grams. I like that record a lot. Nice and short, but that just the way you rap through that, the passion in that, it was just amazing. You're a passionate rapper, which you don't get to say that often. You rap with emotion, you rap with feelings.
La pasión de la pasión.
Yeah, straight up. This dude's stupid. Kaka Voye. That song, definitely, you did your things. Rapping in Creole is not an easy task. And you make it seem seamless. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he could rap in Spanish too.
He could just rap. All in all, you're extremely talented, man. I would love for you to continue this onto your next record. I know you got you got a tape coming out soon. This was a great prequel to that. The one thing that I did have a little issue with was the engineering. It sounded like some of the songs were pre-recorded or maybe not recorded in the same session. So it didn't sound as fluid as I know that your projects have been in the past. But I'm sure that will improve with the next record. But all in all, this is amazing. I've listened to this every day since Chiz dropped it in the group chat, and I continue to listen to it every day. I've sent it out to my cousins so they can hear Kaka Voye because it's really that good of a fucking record. So I'm expecting the music video for that because that shit would go nuts. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. The shit was amazing. Look forward to your next album.
All right, so Kato, my brother, I know you. We spoke about what was coming next and things of that nature. 100 Round Kato, you are an artist, but you are also a person who I know and I love. There's nothing wrong with this as far as your lyrical ability and what you could do as a rapper. We all know you're elite. You're an elite rapper, my nigga. My favorite records, I'm going to go with Mitraillette.
Really?
Say yes. 100 Round Rattle Mitraillette. In the clip, longer than the whatever. On the Mila Dress, I'm the best. I put it on my mama. Cool and get. Like, bro, I love that record. I don't know. Well, you know why I love that record. We're not gonna talk about it. But here's the thing, like, as far as the album goes, like, well, not the album, the mixtape. These are mixtape cuts. Because God Got the Rest is the album. And I felt like what you did here was you took some records that you liked and you loved, and you also took the records that you felt like can't make the album into a mixtape, which is great. This is exactly what a mixtape is supposed to sound like. That's why the engineering wasn't where it's supposed to be. It's a fucking mixtape, and that's okay. Like, but we have to call it out based on our grading system, the engineering wasn't where it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? The white man didn't do what he was supposed to do, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you know what the fuck you got here, nigga. You know what you got. That shit with even the first record with Lazy Coca. You know, you had the reason why, which is, I mean, you know, the whole like a little interlude, whatever. But this first shit with Lazy Coca, every time I hear Lazy Coca say Dios, I'm like, something crazy about to happen, nigga. I love hearing Lazy Coca speak Spanish because his Spanish is just as bad as my Creole. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Narcissistic Libra. That's me. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? My shooter was Side Street Capo. There was so many records on here that I love, bro. The only thing that I wish, like when we're talking about an album rating, is the ability to create songs, not just tracks, right? But this is what you expect from a mixtape, so I'm not holding that against you. I know God Got the Rest is going to be everything and more that we wanted it to be. But all in all, my nigga, you one of them guys. You one of them ones. And also, you know, with the mixtape cover, you could have left your ugly ass off of it and just put 50 Round Carter on there by himself, because he would have been good. I mean, you would have got a little. You was number 10 in the U.S. on iTunes. You would have been number 5. I promise you, my nigga. You just kept your ugly ass off that shit, nigga. I'm saying that. But out of 5 records, my man 100 Round Carter, God Got the Mixtape. 4.4. Come on, man. Shooters did it. No attempts. All of the above, man. You know I love you like that, my nigga. You know what I mean? Shout out to you and the family, my nigga. All right, let's get into this shit, because I'm ready.
We just getting into it.
Free Karen Reed. Karen Reed is freed.
Yeah.
Shout out to that white bitch. Now, here's the thing, right? I didn't really give a fuck about Karen Reed. I didn't. You know why? Because she's Saxonian. And she was sucking Saxon police dick, right? She got what she deserved. Meaning, you did what you did. You was sucking that nigga's dick because you knew he was a cop. And something happened with the police in between the police. So her man thought he was RoboCop. He thought he could do shit that cops ain't supposed to do, which is go against their own. He thought he could do that. That's how this whole case came to be, because he thought one of his other white cop was doing some illegal shit, or his son or something like that, and he went to the party calling these niggas out on it. So what they do? They kill that nigga. They killed him. They killed the white boy, which is fucked up. What was his name? O'Keefe?
O'Keefe, yeah. John O'Keefe.
O'Keefe. White boy O'Keefe. They killed him, sold the house, got rid of the
They
dogs.
sold the house?
They said, we're getting rid of the cars, the house, the kids, and the dogs. We don't want it all. We ain't nothing but some liars, some cheaters, some deceivers, heartbreakers. All right. And then they tried to pin this shit on poor Karen. I don't usually like Karens, but Karen Reed got the short end of the stick. She went to go pick up her man's, and the nigga wasn't nowhere to be found or something like that. I don't remember the story for real, because you have to understand, this is the second trial.
Yeah.
The first one was a hung jury, but they wanted to hang her white ass. So they said, no, we're going to trial it again.
Yeah, which
was crazy.
Right,
They're idiots, because they're like, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
You dumb fucks. You should just let it be a hung jury.
Yeah.
Let her walk and then call it a day. But they wanted to get her on something, so they got her on the OUI. Okay.
Which, yeah, it didn't take a whole trial to do
Got you on OUI.
Right.
Oh my God. I got one of those. That's nothing.
So
Anyway, what are your thoughts?
So, okay, I kind of want to do just a little rundown, right? Because this is what all allegedly happened, right? So, she drops her boyfriend off. This is what they said, that she dropped her boyfriend off, Officer
O'Keefe the Queef.
drops him off at a party that's hosted by Officer Brian Albert.
Saxonians.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Next morning, O'Keefe's niece and whoever else find him unresponsive outside in the snow.
In the snow.
Okay?
And
Dies
snow is
later
his
of
wife.
blunt force trauma and hypothermia. Right?
And dog marks was on him.
And dog marks.
Dogs was biting that motherfucker.
Okay, so see now.
See? Yeah.
They tried
Where's
to
the
say.
dog? Where's the dog?
Right, where's the dog?
The dog is gone.
What they were focusing on, though, was her broken.
This nigga wild.
They were focusing on the broken taillight, shards or whatever the case may be. And something about a bloody cocktail glass was also in play as well. And a single hair from O'Keefe's head was supposedly on her car. But it's like, that's her man.
Did anybody corroborate the story?
Who's the one that was on the stand that wanted to convince everybody that he was not corrupt and they weren't setting her up?
Some white nigga.
Either way, she pled not guilty vehemently.
Because she wasn't.
Yeah. And I think, you know what my fear is for her is that her saying, like, they're trying to frame me for a cover-up, will they stop? I don't know. Now, when it comes to the first trial, right? So this is, okay, wait, let me go back. Before the first trial,
There's white people involved.
she gets arrested, and when she was arraigned it was for manslaughter, motor vehicle homicide,
OUI.
and leaving the scene.
And an OUI.
Was it OUI already one of the initial charges?
Was it not? Or did they just do that for the second case?
They
I
might have.
wanna
I
say
feel
they
like
threw
they
it in.
might have. They
threw it
might have
in.
thrown it
They
in
sprinkled
because
that bitch in.
because
They salt made that bitch.
because after the fact,
That's fucked up.
between February and June of 2022, June 9th to be specific, they end up with no new evidence, no new records, no new statements or anything. Norfolk County DA announced that the grand jury indicted her on second-degree murder, which was an additional charge. And that charge of second-degree murder was, I guess, upgraded because they wanted their case to be a lot stronger or whatever the case may be. Like, they were really trying to go in on this, right? Now, Judge Beverly, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Canoni?
It don't matter, Beverly.
Judge
Fuck
Bev.
her. Fuck her too.
So,
Fuck her. Fuck Proctor.
okay.
Fuck all these niggas.
And Proctor was removed, right? Because of
yeah,
his,
bitch ass nigga.
I want to tell y'all her exact words, though, when the hung jury are like, look, after we freaking looked through everything and tried our best, we did not find anything. We cannot come to a decision. Do you know what she says to them? Lunch will be arriving shortly. When it comes, I'd ask that you,
Who said that?
the judge.
Wow.
Lunch will be arriving shortly. When it comes, I'd ask you to clear your heads, have lunch, and begin your deliberations again. And then she corrects herself, or continue your deliberations. Deliberations that were already over.
What
And
did they
then
get for lunch?
I don't know.
Was it Jersey Mike's?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no,
All right.
Jersey Mike's, bro. Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's be busting.
She ends
kinda
it off
bomb.
with
Because
saying, all
I
right.
would have said whatever you wanted me to say if you got me some Jersey
No, that's
Mike's
kind
for
of
the free.
crazy. No. Okay. After she talks about lunch,
I'm like,
she
yo,
says,
look, I'm black, and this Jersey Mike's is really good. Is she guilty or not?
that's
I
not
don't
how
give-
that works.
I don't give a fuck about this bitch.
But okay, cool. To that, to you saying that, it seemed like her saying, like, I'm gonna send you all back out. In other words, is go do it until I hear what I want to hear, which is she guilty, and we could throw her wherever we want.
Then it must have been Jersey Mike's.
Yo, please, bro.
It had to be.
Mind you.
It had to be. Or it could have been the Great Diner up the street. because
Diner?
great
What's
great
that?
great
What's
diner,
Great Diner?
great diner is actually really good. It's up the street from the Norfolk County Jail. I mean Norfolk County, Norfolk District,
Yo.
and Superior Court up the street. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Mercy.
I understand what Bells is saying. She's giving you the facts, and I love that. Continue, sister. I love you. But I had to go through that area, and I rolled my window down, and I said, "Free Karen Reed." Everybody looked at me like, I didn't know that they were sworn to be silent protesters.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm a whole nigga in a whole nice car driving through Dedham, and I'm like, I gotta go to the Dedham district courthouse to go pay some shit. And I was scared to get out of my car. Like no bullshit. Yo, son. Continue.
Okay, so after that happens, prosecutors are saying, obviously they're saying she hit him with her SUV
Bullshit.
during a 3-point turn and left him for dead.
Granted, women cannot drive, right? I want y'all to understand that. I understand
That's not true.
the prosecution on that level. Women cannot drive.
Okay, that's
Bells, don't do that. Because
hearsay.
the last time we was out together,
Hearsay.
we was in a parking garage.
Okay, first of all, I don't want this to be public knowledge. I do not consent. I don't consent.
You don't consent?
I do not
Why
consent
not?
because I don't
Bells
consent.
parked into a whole
I don't
Maserati.
consent. See, he's
Maserati?
violating my consent.
You hit a Maserati?
No, I did not. It was not.
What did she do to the Maserati, Chiz?
She hit a whole parked Maserati.
It was parked and you hit it?
I don't know. I don't. I will. I refuse
You
to.
can't stop parking?
I am exercising my Fifth Amendment right.
Bells.
You hit a Maserati?
Did you not? Why you trying to bite me if you didn't do it?
I didn't.
Get the fuck out of here.
Free,
you do
free
to the
me.
Maserati?
Free me.
Free
Because-
Bells.
Free bells. Hashtag free bells.
Women can't drive.
That's not true.
So I understand how you thought that you could pin it on
False.
this poor
So you can't.
little white
Accusations.
Saxon bitch,
Accusations.
right? It's
False.
not okay. It's not all right. I don't
hit a
like
Maserati?
I don't like people getting accused of shit that they didn't do.
She said she didn't hit a Maserati.
didn't.
She did. She hit another car that looked like a Maserati. All right, so that's fun. But anyway,
I don't know
do you
what.
want me to pinpoint the night? You want me to tell you what night we was out there?
I said I don't consent. I don't agree with any of
It
the
doesn't
statements that
matter.
are being made.
Neither
They're
here nor
false.
there. This is whatever.
accusations.
She can say whatever she wants, but I was there, and I was slightly sober. But either way, Karen motherfucking Reed. I don't know if her middle name is motherfucking, but I'm gonna say it's Karen motherfucking Reed. You didn't deserve to get dragged through the mud with this shit. I truly believe that, Karen. But what I need you to do right now is sue the Commonwealth like a true Karen on dead dogs. You don't even know what that means, but that means on the belief and remembrance of my dearest friends, I need you to uphold your truth in the court of law and attack the system that was created to go against you and get some money. And then when you do that and you get whatever your payout is, holla at CWTFB Radio, send us like 5,000.
Yo.
So I'm asking, 5,000, not even a lot of money. Turtle Boy deserves like 150,000, and I don't even like that nigga. I don't like Turtle Boy, but he was the biggest advocate for you.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Karen, you owe that nigga some pussy, some head, and 150,000.
Okay. You don't owe him that. Okay.
I don't know if he'll take it. I'm just saying that's what you owe him.
You don't.
You owe him that because the way he was going hard for you, you would have thought you was his bitch. Like, I thought he was. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Continue.
Now, what was interesting for me is that, when the second trial begins, she had some really fancy representation.
Oh, Oh, she went crazy.
That's-
Oh, I love it. I love it. Her money
Yeah.
got long all of a
Okay.
sudden.
She didn't want to lose.
Her money got long.
But you know, I wondered. I'm like, dang, how did she afford this? She raised that. That money was raised.
Who
You
raised
understand
it?
me?
Who raised it?
The public.
Turtle Boy raised it.
Wow.
And his advocacy
Millions.
in his advocacy for this case. So here's the thing. I fucking hate Turtle Boy. I don't think he's a great journalistic, investigative journalist, whatever the fuck you want to call him. But his advocacy for white women is unmatched. Mm-hmm. Had this been a black woman with the same situation, Turtle Boy wouldn't have given a fuck. He wouldn't have batted an eye. Had this been you, Bells, in the same
my
situation,
God, I'd be under the jail.
Turtle Boy would have
no
never.
evidence.
No. It's not even about under the jail. Turtle Boy would have never acknowledged that it was even happening.
Yeah.
Because look at my homegirl Josie. Yeah. She's in jail right now for a murder that she did not commit. Where's Turtle Boy in situations like that?
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about niggas. He just wants to protect his delicate white flowers. Who is Karen Reed anyway? She was a bitch who was sucking some Boston PD dick. And he got killed. And she got blamed for it. That's it. If we being real. And then you insert Turtle Boy. Insert Turtle Boy. Boom. Case is national now. I don't want to hear that shit. Here's my thing about Karen Reed. I'm glad that you free, sweetheart. Like, I really am. You look like you in your 40s, because even if you ain't, you might be in your 20s, because you know you white people age terribly. But you look terrible, first off. Secondly, I'm glad you're free because you didn't do anything wrong. I'm not taking that away from you. But what I will say is, I don't give a fuck about you or anybody like you, because you never come to the age of people who look like us. Straight up. And that's all I got to say about that situation. Yeah, free. Yeah, free you till it was free you and all that. Like, yeah, whatever. You free now. Now what? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna think about the black people who's. You know how many people I follow on online on any social media platform who look like me and think like me, who come from the same areas like me, Mattapan, Dorchester, Roxbury, Hyde Park, Rosendale, whatever. None of these people will ever see the light of day when it comes to people like Karen Reed. You know what I mean? Because you won't even believe that we exist. You don't give a fuck about us. That's my beef with this whole case. I don't give a fuck that you're free. Honestly, if you went to jail and you got committed, that for free Karen Reed. I would have said free Karen Reed anyway, because I still believed you was innocent. Even if you went to jail for this shit, I would have been like, nah, free Karen Reed. But what I'm saying is Josie is in jail right now for a murder that she did not commit, and she can't even get a second trial. That's my thing. I don't care about Karen Reed. I only wanted to bring up Karen Reed for the fact to let you people know that I don't give a fuck about Karen Reed. I don't care about her children. I don't know if she got kids. I don't care about anybody who loved her. Fuck them. I don't care about the people who employed her. Fuck them. I don't care about none of that shit. I want the shit to be equal, and it's not. That's where I'm at with it. Karen Reed freed now. What we gonna do with it? Karen, now the ball's in your court. Can you make this shit equal, Karen? Or do you not give a fuck? You not Karen. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say about that.
Anyway. In other news,
in black news,
we had another black news that people actually give a fuck about us. I want to give a moment for the young boy who was slain recently.
Lord.
Now, it's fucked up because it's fucked up because like you look at all the things that's going on in the city,
Yeah.
and I want to give a moment of silence. Moment of silence to the young boy. He's a content creator from the city of Boston. Young Juki. His name wasn't Young Juki, but everybody called him Juki, and I call him Young Juki because he's young and he was a young boy. You're talking about early 20s, 20 years old, 21, maybe 22, latest. He lost his life last night. Today's the 21st of June. He lost his life for the 20th of June. And that shit breaks my heart.
No. It's
Was it the
midnight
19th?
now. So it was on Juneteenth.
It was on the 19th. It was on the 19th. All right. It was on the 19th of June. He lost his life. From what I'm hearing, it was on H Block. Somewhere in the Humboldt area. I don't know exactly where it was. But he lost his life in a shooting. That shit breaks my heart. I ain't gonna hold you. What do y'all gotta say about that?
I think senseless violence is stupid. Nobody wins in these situations. Everybody loses, including the people that shot the poor kid. Their parents lose, you lose. And let's not forget about the victim himself.
Yeah.
This was senseless. It had no reasoning. It had no gain. Just really sucks, you know? You just created more pain in a world where we already have a lot of pain as it is. You know, every day we cope. We try to cope. We try to work through things. We try to encourage ourselves. This young man was doing that. He was creating content. He was making people laugh. And you guys stole laughter from the world. And that's unfortunate. So, RIP to him. It's not a good look for the city. It's not a good look at all.
I'm exhausted, bro. Like, I'm tired of having this conversation. I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of learning how young they are. I'm so freaking tired.
I feel you.
I mean, like, summer really, we haven't even gotten into the summer yet. And, like, over what? Over what? And I know that, you know, with us, our people, the first thing that we ask is, you know, directly after the rest in peace is like, well, you don't know who he might have had beef with or what kind of person they were, and da-da-da. And be that as it may at times, a life that had barely begun was ended by someone else whose life probably had barely begun and is also now ended. Over what? Is it really that important to kill over? Is it really that big to kill over?
No.
Like, and then this is somebody, like, you know, who, from the people who knew him, he actually wasn't about none of that. He was buying McChickens and passing them out to homeless people. Like, I don't know. It's like you can't just be. Black boys especially can't just be, bro.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? From what I've heard, and I tried to get my best just due on his story because, you know, I like to understand who we're talking about when things like this happen, right? And it sounds fucked up for me to say that, but it's like, how many times have we said rest in peace to somebody, and they was really demons out here?
Too many times, man.
Right? They was really like that, and they time just came. But from what I'm hearing, this is not it. So, R.I.P. to Young Bull, man. Like, y'all might have, I heard it was a conversation or discussion over some bullshit, whatever. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't want to speak on it. But what I'm saying is, if you're looking at a kid who was trying to create content for his city and try and be lit for his people and his demographic and his generation, he was doing all the right things.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I'm using testimonies from people who are under 20 years old. And they're saying, nah, he was a good kid. Now, a lot of times you might not really know what people got going on and things of that nature. But when situations like this arise, and you got a kid who's in his early 20s, 20, 21, maybe 22 at most, Juki, like, you ain't deserve that, bro. From what I hear about you, you was an upstanding person, and you did all the right things. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, young boy, that this happened to you. I didn't even know about. I didn't even get the time to hear about him organically. Yeah. Because organically, that's what would have happened. We would have heard about him. We would have been like, "Oh, this little nigga, you know what I mean, he doing whatever he got to do." I haven't heard about him yet. The first time I'm hearing about him is that he got shot and killed. Yeah. On H Block. Like, you know, that's what is reported. I don't know, but I hate it. I fucking hate it. So I'm going to get a weakest of the week out to the people who fucking did that shit. You motherfuckers. Y'all taking the life of a kid who literally is trying to better his city. I can't get behind shit like this, man. You motherfuckers got upset. Even if you got into a discussion with him, a discussion don't mean an open invitation for you to take somebody's life. I don't think you motherfuckers understand what gangster looks like. I don't like this shit, man. This shit is bad, bro. You got somebody who could have potentially put you on, you dumb nigga. Whoever pulled the trigger, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And listen, I want y'all to understand completely and wholeheartedly that we may be wrong a lot of the times. But from what I hear about this young man is he was an upstanding person, like upstanding citizen. He did what he had to do for the intent of content creation within his city. And you're going to take that for what? People like that don't deserve that, man. So, shame on you motherfuckers, man. Y'all the weakest of the week, man. Whoever took my man's life, man, y'all the weakest of the week. And I don't even want to stay on this shit because this shit makes me sad. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. This shit's whack. I don't want to talk about young niggas dying in my city.
Enough is enough. I don't know when enough will ever be enough for y'all, but it's enough for me. Like, I'm so sick of our people just dying before they should.
For some bullshit.
Like, why don't we get to live out our lives? Why?
We can, but ultimately, it comes down to, what it was. All right, hold on. Let's talk about this. Tyler Perry.
Oh, yes.
Tyler Perry, your fifth.
Yep.
You heard about the Tyler Perry situation?
I read up on it, yes.
What you heard about it?
Tyler Perry. No, sorry, go ahead.
Apparently, Tyler Perry is being sued by some gentleman that was on one of his shows.
A white gentleman.
I don't think race even matters.
Nah, it does.
Not at all. But he's being sued by this gentleman because Tyler Perry is allegedly sending him sexual text messages and just being a fucking predator. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure. This could be a reach by the person, making this claim, or it could actually be true. I really don't know. I think that we just need to let the powers that be figure it out. Tyler Perry needs to make a movie out of this once he beats us because he's going to sell a lot of fucking tickets. He's going to make a fucking bag off of it. But, I'm wishing him the best of luck. I'm wishing everybody the best of luck throughout this process, man, whatever they're going through.
Right.
Because there are two sides to this, and both of them are hurt. I'm hoping that, there's a resolution that comes about where, nobody's image is too tarnished and they can continue to do what they do in their lives.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, Bells.
To add to that, yes, Tyler Perry is being accused of
Being a freaky ass boy.
Being accused of SA by a Derek Dixon, who was an actor on The Oval.
White.
And he is actually suing him for $260 million.
Okay, let's start there.
Okay.
$260 million. Where is the number for that? Now let me dive in on this shit for a little bit. Bells, right? You said 260 million.
260 million.
Derek Dixon, who the fuck is that?
Well, he's an actor.
He's an actor.
Yes.
A white actor.
He worked. Yes.
A white actor, right? And he worked under Tyler Perry for a couple series, right? The most recent and most prominent one is The Oval. I ain't never watched that shit because personally, I don't like Tyler Perry. I don't. Tyler Perry shit just don't hit for me. Like it's a me thing. It's a me thing. I don't care for his shit. The Oval, what is that? Did you watch it?
Show.
Did you watch it? You liked it?
I didn't watch all seasons of it, but I did
did you watch
start
any
it.
of it?
Yes, I did.
All right. Was it good?
Yeah.
All right, that's great.
This is what I'll say. Caveat. Tyler Perry's films, I feel, are better than his shows. The storyline is always really, really good. Sometimes the acting be a little bit but
The acting be janky as fuck.
with the shows.
I
with the
like
series.
Straw. The story
Straw was
of
amazing.
Straw. No. I like the story of Straw. The acting was garbage.
Oh, you're out of your mind. We're not going to talk about this. Not with me. It was not garbage. You got to stop.
What? Taraji wasn't garbage.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
But everything else was garbage.
Is it a good movie?
That shit was ass.
You got to stop. It was not.
That shit was ass. But anyway.
This is coming from somebody who does. It was not.
It was no. It
was
what?
not.
Somebody what? Somebody what?
You don't watch film for what I would watch film for anyway. So for you to say that it was
Straw was ass
from your in your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
I'm
then,
standing on it.
Yeah. No, you can stand on that. You
It's
can
just
feel how
garbage.
you felt about it, but
it just sucks.
it's not the truth. Now moving on
It
to the
is.
lawsuit, right?
So you got a white man, right, who's working under a director, producer, owner, whatever, who predominantly hires black people. And then now you got a $260 million lawsuit? I don't know, buddy.
Yeah.
Yup. And look, here's the thing. Tyler Perry might have been on some gay shit. Because I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never really believed in Tyler Perry. I thought he was gay from forever. Since he started putting on a woman's suit and doing the Medea shit. Any nigga who do that shit for mad long, look, stop. You could get hot off of that and then you transition to other shit. But he kept doing it. Right? That's weird to me. I don't like
But it's
it.
a character.
Yeah, but it's
it doesn't
weird.
just
Stop
dissipate.
But any man who gets in woman character, like, bro, that's just weird to me.
Oh,
Like,
okay, yeah.
Any
I
man.
mean, well, yeah, no, that
that is
I
weird
can,
to me.
yeah.
Like, I don't get behind that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Pause. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cool.
Okay.
Then you get a white nigga who joins your set.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the white boy talking about
Who met him in 2019?
sexual favors and all of that. I would understand if you called it out earlier in 2019.
Well, it didn't start till 2020, according
Whatever.
to him.
I don't give a fuck.
Allegedly, according to him.
It could have been during the pandemic. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Oh, no. Let's wait till 2025. Till he builds his stock up at his own production studio in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's do it then. I don't believe you, white boy. I thought that you might have enjoyed, if there was some out of bounds shit, you enjoyed it, you little motherfucker, right? You enjoyed it. And then now you trying to use it as your cash out. Because here's the thing. Cassie sued for how much? Off of some real shit. How much Cassie sued for? 30 million?
Is that what it was?
She walked away with 20 million,
At least.
right? 30 million. And she was getting fucked up for like 10 years. You little white boy, you little fuck boy. $260 million?
I don't even know what.
Where did you get that number? $260 million. Give me y'all takes on this because I'm fucked up about it. I don't trust white people, first off. Karen Reed just got free. This nigga over here on some other shit. Fuck Proctor. Fuck Turtle Boy. Fuck a lot of these white people. And then you got this white nigga talking about Tyler Perry. I don't like his movies. I don't. But $260 million for what? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so this young man, or Mr. Dixon.
Derek Dixon, you bitch ass nigga. Go ahead.
I mean, he's claiming that Tyler Perry was sending him sexual messages and
He might have.
He
And
made
then
it,
screenshots of him.
made
He might have.
Well, see, here's the thing about screenshots, right?
They can be manipulated.
Okay, number
We
one.
live in the world of AI.
Yeah. Also, it's I mean, oh Lord, if this is true, so sorry for what you had to go through. However, there's a lot of things that seem a little iffy about this, right? Now, the text messages with the screenshots, it's always so convenient that the name is exactly what it needs to be. Like it's
Tyler Perry.
right? Now, if I was going to put out some receipts, I would have just had the phone number there, right? Because
Right.
that could be verified as a number that somebody used to own, and you can't deny that. But
Right.
I can save whoever's name under what I want and have somebody text me and say whatever.
You can
I
text
would
yourself
Yeah, you can
under
text
Tyler
yourself.
Perry, nigga.
So I don't know how credible the screenshots are. And he's alleging that the sexual advances started at Tyler Perry's home, which I'm sure he voluntarily went to.
Gay.
He said he had been drinking too much.
Gay.
He went to go sleep in a guest room at his estate,
Gay shit.
and he claims that Tyler Perry got into the bed with him and touched his thighs, and he rejected his advances. Now, my thing is this. What he's saying is that he realized
My man Cam Cripper here.
he attempted to de-escalate the sexually charged situation.
How do you do that? Put his dick back in
But
his beard.
feared that he would lose his role on the shows or lose his job if he complained about the incidents. And I don't know how long he
Okay.
worked with him or whatever the case may be, but it's I just if this is indeed something that happened, right? If you're that uncomfortable, I understand, like, you know, sometimes you might feel uncomfortable or you feel like your job is being jeopardized. However, as an adult, especially in the age that we live in now,
Don't be a bitch.
it is not uncommon for you to file a complaint or just leave if, you know, your complaint doesn't get you the results that you want. Now, to endure something for however long it was and then, you know, wait this long, this is not victim shaming or anything like that. It just seems a little off. That's all. You know, obviously we're the public eye looking outside, looking in. But I don't know.
Brother Rick.
I don't have much to say about it, man. I think it's all alleged.
Yeah.
You know. Again, like I was saying, I hope this is. It sounds like there are two people that are hurt in this situation. Again, we have one person that is looking for 260 mil. We have one person that could potentially lose 260 mil. So it's not really a win-win situation for everybody. You know, nah, not really. Reputation's getting tarnished. Your name is being dragged through tabloids. You're being Googled every 2 seconds. People are making up stories about you, and that's never fair. These guys don't have an opportunity to control their own narratives, and now it's up to the people and the courts to decide that. So, wishing the best for Tyler Perry and wishing the best for Mr. Dixon as they go through this process, and just hope that it ends amicably.
All right, nobody wants to pick a side here. Fuck you, Derek Dixon, and fuck you and your fucking. I don't know what role it is on the Oval. I've never watched that shit. I don't like Tyler Perry shit. I'm going to tell you like this. As a black man, I don't care for Tyler Perry shit. I do know that Tyler Perry done put on for a lot of motherfuckers. He done made a lot of black people millionaires. I'll give him that. Does that make him a good person? No, it does not. But what I will tell you is I don't believe any white person alleging that Tyler Perry did some weird freak shit and you thinking that $260 million is what's worth your weird freak shit, you fucking weird ass boy, because you liked it at one point. If you did, nigga. I'm not getting behind that narrative. I can't do it. I really can't. Like, I can't get behind that shit. I can't say that, like, look, you know, he did whatever, blah, blah, blah. Cool. And you let it rock to advance your career. If you let it rock to advance your career, why were you talking about it now? Because that means you was okay with it at some point.
Right.
So that's all I gotta say about that shit.
Yeah.
We'll let this shit play out the way it play out. Shout out Tyler Perry. Shout out Tyler Perry Studios. Shout out to everybody he made a millionaire. Shout out to everybody that's ever made $1 out for working with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, like, again, like I said, I don't care for a lot of his shit, but I do understand that he gives a fuck about his people. And that's where I'm standing.
Okay.
That's right.
I like that.
But we don't got too much time left, right? But what I do want to talk about, let's talk about Timberland signing an AI artist.
Oh, gosh.
We all love Timbo, Genuine, Missy Elliott, Aaliyah.
Baby girl.
He created the fucking the Godzilla sound that we all love so much. I wish I could drop it right now. Timberland started a whole new wave when he signed the AI artist, which means that you take the person out of the music and you have music that is created artificially How do y'all feel about that tactic at all?
I can go. This seems completely unauthentic. This is like some fucking Narnia shit. Like some
Yeah.
shit that is completely made up. You walk through a closet and then there's a reality. And that reality is fake. All of these songs, all of this music will be based off things that you can find on the internet and nothing of personal nature.
Right.
So, yes, the song might be relatable because it's going to source the best information to create the music, but that feeling, that energy, that chemistry that you feel with an artist when they make music, that when they create music, you're not going to feel that, or it might be lacking, at least in my opinion. I think you're taking away opportunities for real artists that are working hard every day, that are grinding, that are like staying up late at night, that are missing sleep, sleeping on couches, fucking selling music however they can. You're taking that away from them by signing this AI artist. AI is the way. It is the new wave. And everybody wants to collaborate with AI to have the next best thing, but I don't believe that AI music, generated music, is going to be it. I think Timbaland flopped with this one. I think that it's a good marketing opportunity. Maybe he has an album that he's going to sell later on down the road for himself. But again, this seems very impersonal. It doesn't feel like music that's going to be gripping for the audience.
Belez?
Bro, this sounds kind of insane to me, but I do want to clarify that he didn't sign the AI artist to his current label. He actually created, I guess, a new startup that is an entertainment company that focuses on AI. And that company is called Stage Zero, and its focus is AI. Now, here's my thing with AI is that it's artificial, meaning not real. And so I don't know if this is something that is just being tested out, or if the actual goal is to replace humans.
Oh, yeah,
Literally.
humans. It's my fault. Wrong word.
But even that is just like, you know, I don't know if I can get with this, because in order for AI to even operate and generate music that would be considered consumable by the consumers, it has to be gleaning off of something else, which would be the actual human beings, right? So you're studying the real artist to create something fake from the computerized artist.
Right.
But why can't the real artist just be the artist?
Right. Here's my thing with this whole situation. I think people like Timbaland, world-renowned producer, engineer, creator, pioneer, we're not taking no titles away from bro because he got it. Right?
Can't.
I think he's tired of dealing with humans.
I understand that too.
That's my understanding of what can possibly come out of you getting involved in anything that's AI.
Yeah.
Why? Because artists suck. They're great at creating music and moments and sounds, but they suck as being reliable human beings. So when you look at a nigga like Timbo, who been around, he created the sounds of Missy Elliott, Genuine, Aaliyah. He even had a hand with the Neptunes.
Yeah.
Pharrell and all of them, right? You got all of that playing into your repertoire, your resume as a legendary producer, and then you say, "Look, I want to do what's next." And you're like, I have this opportunity to do this AI shit. I can literally make somebody conform to whatever the fuck I need them to do. If I need you to be in the studio, you're in the studio because you don't really fucking exist.
Yeah.
I tell you to rap, you gonna rap. I tell you to sing, you gonna sing. I understand his thinking, if that's where he's at with it, because I don't want to put no words or thoughts or whatever in nobody's mouth or mind or intentions. But when you look at it in that regard, can you be mad at him? Because artists suck.
I get that.
Artists suck.
Not all artists suck, because the kind of
Here's
artists
what I mean.
that,
I want to explain what I mean by
successful-
that. Let me explain what I mean.
No, I understand what you mean.
No,
by
no,
that.
but a lot of people might not understand
Okay.
what I mean by that. So let me explain what I mean by artists suck. People are not controllable, right? People are not anybody that you can say, I want you to do this as much as I want you to do it, and I want this for you, and I want the stardom for you. I want the fame, I want the fortune, I want the glitz, I want the glamour, I want all of that for you. You can't make nobody want that.
Right.
And that, I don't know if that's what he means by it, but say you have, all right, so let's look at Kerry Hilson. Kerry Hilson was on the Timberland at one point.
Yeah.
Where's she at?
Reaping the benefits of working with Timberland.
At one point.
Doesn't matter.
But I liked Kerry Hilson. I
Yeah.
thought she had a bright future.
She actually had a concert last month.
Where?
She had a Big Night Live.
I didn't know about that.
You wouldn't. I mean, it's not you're not her
This is what
audience.
I mean, bro. This is what I mean, bro. Like, why am I not her audience? Because I loved Kerry Hilson when she was prominent.
Right.
Where did that go? So you have artists who are working under people like Timberland, which Kerry Hilson was once upon a time. And now she was in my city last month, and I didn't even know she was here.
Yeah.
That's
Well, true Carrie Hilson fans are checking for her.
who are those people?
The people who are checking for her.
Were you checking for her?
Please stop that.
I'm asking you a serious question. Was you checking for
I
her?
would have known about the concert if I was.
So you was not checking for her. Fifth, was you checking for her?
No.
Well, he's the one who knew
All
the
right.
information.
No,
I know a lot
he
of
might have
things.
coming across some information and being a fan are two different things, right? So that's the question. Were you an avid?
No,
All right.
no. I was
There you
driving
go.
on the highway, and there was
And
a
you just happened to
beautiful
come
there was a beautiful billboard, and I said, "Oh, who's that?" And it was
And
Carrie
you just
Hilson.
happen to come across the information.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
That's all I'm at.
No, I understand.
Like, I'm not taking nothing away from Carrie Hilson. I love Carrie Hilson.
No,
I
I
love
see
her
what you're
music,
saying.
especially the music that she made with Timberland.
Yeah.
But I ain't know nothing about her being a blues.
No, I got you.
Okay. And now, so what are you trying to say about her
What
not
I'm
making
saying is,
music
what I'm
anymore?
saying
her career
is,
ending?
what I'm saying is, him diving into the AI field. He looks at it as, I can make money without actually having to deal with the human aspect of creating music.
Yeah, and that's cool, right? But I understand you saying, like, humans can't be controlled and things like that. But I think what might be taken the wrong way is if we're using
Control.
no, well,
The
what,
word
no.
control.
If we're using Carrie Hilson as an example, it's not necessarily that she was combative or anything like that. But sometimes people don't like what comes with the music industry, and I
But
get
you would
that's
still
what-
like to come out here and do a show.
that. And that's fine. She loves to perform. She loves being an artist. She loves to sing. She loves to write. But what she is saying that what her reason was that she just wasn't sure of it anymore. The industry was changing.
Is that a fact?
Hilson, why did Carrie Hilson leave music? These are allegedly her words, right?
Okay.
She felt depressed at the peak of her fame, right?
Okay.
She didn't love everything that came with the music industry. She didn't love the heavy criticism. And some people cannot mentally handle that. And that's cool. And to your, point about AI, I get it. They don't have emotions. They don't have feelings, and they don't feel pressure. So they
Right.
can be worked.
So shout out to Kerry Hilson for her even being vocal about that. I love that, and that's great. I didn't even know that she said that. That's neither here nor there. What we're focusing on is the AI
Yeah.
version of artists
Yeah.
that Timberland wants to introduce to the world. He has one artist right now. Everybody's blowing their motherfucking minds right now. Do you believe that what he's doing right now is the future of music?
I hope not, to be quite honest. Now,
And if it is, why shouldn't it be?
nothing is gonna be. Let's just all just not be anything and just die, and AI could take over and just do everything. This is not a natural order of anything. Like, I can understand things being innovative. I can understand like people trying things out, but if the goal is to replace actual human beings and human experiences and human art, then no, I don't see what would be beneficial in that. I don't. And on top of that, what they're saying is that this isn't just intended to be just an AI generated music artist. It's like now the AI are becoming virtual influencers. They're going to be playing in movies. They're literally trying to infiltrate humanity. And
Right.
that's my issue with it. But I digress.
Right.
AI is the way. I don't believe that it should be in the music industry, but what Timbaland's doing right now by signing this artist is giving those people that are creating these AI platforms or these AI bots, he's giving them an opportunity to be in the music industry. You'll be surprised how many people are music fans and can't make music, or maybe they don't have the ability to create a song themselves, but what they do have the ability to do is to code a song that this thing can create. So yes, not natural. It's not the natural order of things, but as things are evolving, I think it's just opening up another lane within the industry. It's similar to a HOV lane being opened up. It's just a fast access. It's just fast access to whatever they deem as success. It might not be favorable for us because we like to work for what we have, but there are other people out there that like to let their work
instant
work for
success.
them.
Yeah.
But
that's
who's
just
the
it.
instant success happening to?
It's happening to the people that are creating these AIs.
Corporations. Now here's
What?
the thing.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with this whole AI shit.
That's
I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing. What I do understand that when it comes to music, you take the human element out of music, it becomes robotic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound the same. Because anybody can make a great sounding AI record. You know why? Because AI is plug and play. It's fucking software. You can take the face of whoever. You can take my face and say, this is motherfucking Machine 2.0 on Dogs.
yeah.
And say, this is the hardest rapper out of Boston. And you take all the best bars out of whoever you heard out of Boston and you put it together and you say, this is the hardest nigga. That's easy. That's what AI is. It's artificial intelligence. It's not real occurrences of somebody who's coming from a real place. It's what do I want you to expel right now? Like what experiences do I want you to talk about? And those experiences might not even be yours. It might be whomever, somebody that might have came from a similar background as you, or somebody who didn't come from a background as you as all, but you just got the voice for it. People might look at me and be like, yo, he has a great voice. Let's use his voice and turn it into the new Rick Ross or the new whoever. And let's use that, and then we could do whatever we want with it, and we could make it sound however we want. That's the danger of AI for me. Because you take the human level out of it. I like technology. I'm a techie ass nigga. You tell me about the new shit, I'm probably on it. But when you take the human factor out of it, that's what scares me. So I'm with you on that level, Bells. Like the human factor is what scares me about this whole shit. Like Timbo, like what are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
like we like Lady Gaga, but like Lady Gaga really weird for her. Like she's not real. Like she's not weird for fake. Like
Right.
it's not no fake weird shit. Like she really weird.
Yeah.
Kanye really fucked up. There's a lot of people who was really tapped into whatever element they was in. T-Pain, when he made auto-tune popping in the way that he made it popping, he was really there for that. It wasn't that he couldn't sing. It was
Right.
just he wanted to make auto-tune pop. Right now, Vibes Cartel and Movado, they throwing shit to the side. They about to collab. Can you imagine an AI version of that? The AI version, I ain't gonna hold you. The AI version of that might have been lit. I ain't gonna hold you. It might have been crazy.
And just to quickly,
no, hold on. So, you diss Movado with that, bye. If you're this bad man, you'll see. Then, be gone. And then you add Movado to that shit. That shit would have been crazy.
leave me alone. Man, I don't know. I think the last thing that I'll say about this whole AI thing is that I don't know if you've been seeing on social media, but they have like AI that are like acting like humans. Like
You know what scares me about AI? And the whole humanoid shit is scary, and I feel you. But here's when the AI shit scares me. Is when it gets further than humanoids. It's when
that's not a human.
it's not. Here's when AI scares me.
That's not a human.
AI scares me.
That's not a human.
AI scares me when it becomes an international issue. Imagine spies. Imagine soldiers, Navy SEALs, whomever, who are supposed to be protecting our interests as Americans. That's what scares me. Imagine a nigga who is supposed to react off human emotion, and that's the person that we're putting nuclear codes in the hands of. That's what scares me. It's not about the music. The music, we gonna know what real music feel like. Fuck what it sound like, what it feel like. We know what it feel like. This is why we're doing these red cups and ratings every week. We know what it feel like.
Yeah.
What does it do though?
What you mean?
What does it do when you have the power of somebody to tell you this is what it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
and you put it into something artificial? That's what scares me.
Yeah.
So let's hope it don't get there. Donald Trump.
What?
That's all I can say.
What?
Nigga, let's land this plane. Talk about Donald Trump. That's all I can say.
I don't even know how he got here. Man.
Anyway. Hey, yo, episode 270. I'm Charlie Machine. Alongside my Choco Bliss sis. Honey kiss, never miss. My good sis.
Big bells. Oh, I get like the.
Big Bell from a big block.
2 blocks.
Alongside Big Bro, Big Fifth.
My brother.
Damn, Rick.
What up, baby?
Ow.
Love you, my boy.
Love you too, man.
CWTLB Radio, episode 270. We in the media lab at the Sound Lab. We love y'all. We out of here.
Yeah, I see you.